There's your view. Good morning and welcome to the 636 Club. It is wonderful to be with you all. And so many jumping onto YouTube already. For the first time ever, I think, on the 636 Club, YouTube are ahead of Facebook just now. Anne's first on Facebook, Yvonne following her, and another Yvonne following her. And first on YouTube this morning, we have Sheila, Laurie, Artemis, Eunice, and Sheila D. Good morning. Welcome. There's your beautiful sunrise. Now, does that constitute a red sky in the morning? Shepherd's warning? Not sure if it does, or is it just a beautiful thing? Look at it. Thank you for joining me so early, or maybe it's late where you are. Let us know. 636 rules apply as ever. You have to let me know where you are, what your weather's like, and very much, dash, can you hear me click my finger? It's all been quite a rush this morning, as ever. Time seems to go so much quicker in the morning, and can you believe we're into the dark mornings? Look, I've only just arrived at the top of the hill, all right? Now, usually on a 636, if Adam's not about and it's just me, I would like to come up and check everything is honky-dory before we come on air. But this morning, Dalsconis, one light, you are seeing it as I am seeing it. So, yeah, it's expect the unexpected. That's what we always say. Who is on? Let me see where you all are this morning. Kay says, I'm watching from Brighton on the south coast of England, cool and dry. You know what? It is the most rockin' cool morning here as well. Cool and dry is the best way to describe it. There's no wind going about at all. Let me see who else is on. Morning, Annette, the lovely Annette Hughes. Good morning. I am in Haverford West. Not easy for me to say, Annette. And a lovely morning. So is the UK just basking in this beautiful day? I know it's been pretty wet. Listen. How quiet it is. It's very not like them, is it? They're all content. They're just waking up and very happy. I say expect the unexpected. I'm just fearing a walk around this corner and Big Bad Barry standing, but thankfully he's not. Right, might be a little bit more noise when we go in here. Now, it says in the title, or as the title may suggest, it's a busy one. Bear with me a second, Facebook. I'm going to need to turn off the... I'll be all right in the shade. Hang on, should be all right. It was blipping in and out there. Look how contented and happy everybody. Polo, what are you doing? Expect the unexpected. Polo's out again. She was out yesterday for some reason out of this pen here, and I'm not sure how she's getting out. And yes, I am talking quietly. Just I don't want to, because the more I talk, they're going to start, especially this pen down here, Marvel, etc. As soon as they hear my voice, they're going to start making a noise, because they might think there's cake involved. So yeah, you're seeing them just in their wake-up stage. Look, and everything so far is hunky-dory. Once Marvel and Zarette and Birdie realise it's morning and there might be a chance of some extra cake, they may well start making a noise. Now, why I said it's a busy one this morning, we are getting less and less staff members. Hello, Squint Mouth. There's Zarette sticking her head out there. That's Margot. And a lot of you, I don't know if I said this on Tuesday 6:36 or whether it had been decided or not, but he's scary. This little girl here, okay, this one right here, where is she? There on YouTube, there on Facebook. Sorry if I'm pointing the wrong place. Everybody's asking who she is. Now, she was in here when I came back from my holidays. I think I said that. And she's very friendly and very much part of the celebrity team now. I've decided to call her Sandy. And apologies if I've already told you this, but for some reason, when you look at her, it just looks like Sandy. So, welcome to the group, Sandy. She's now one of the mega stars, like scary here. Oh, you're still a wee bit sleepy, scary. I think she could go back to sleep. I'm very much part of the team. That's little Margot there that had the swollen face. Remember, she was in pain just next to Fanta. And the rest of them are very well behaved. Miracle and Birdie and Eva over there. There's Dolly over in the corner. So all is good. Right. Now, when I look over to the corner, Big Bad Barry standing perched up on his hay heck as usual. And I'm just wondering how on earth Big Stinky has got up that high on that gate. What on earth is he standing on? We'll need to go over there and investigate. Right, all is well in here. Yes, why I'm saying it's a busy one. As soon as it gets light, everybody, we're going to have to jump onto the mule and go and do our checks because, as you know, Adam's off for a few weeks on his Holly blogs. Seaside's not in today. And yes, so that's 2 members down. Seaside's got the weekend off, which means it's just down to myself, Joe, Ben. Hair Bear's about, but he's doing his Hair Bear duties. So as soon as it gets light, we're going to need to jump on the mule and go and check the stock in the field, because that's one of a job Seaside does pretty much most days. So that's an extra duty today. We'll leave the feeding up here to Ben and Joe. And I'm sure they're going to drag Christoph into it as well. So yes, when one's away, the other one gets to play, but that's not such a thing, is it? So it's always good we can rely on each other. So, and then it's going to get even worser, if that's a word. Sunday morning, depends what time Christoph and Farmer Ben are planning to head north. They're heading off on their adventure to the Isle of Lewis on Sunday. So it's basically just going to be me and Joe looking after things on Sunday, because as I say, Seaside's got the weekend off. So I'm just watching to see for your weather reports if you're in the UK. Let us know how things are getting on. How is just Craig? Not seen him for a while, says Christine. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. He's... Yeah, I see him in the morning and at night. In the morning when he comes up to his small animals, and then he will maybe appear during the day for something or another. I seen him yesterday briefly. He was looking for the business credit card. It was a bit worrying. I'm not sure what he's going to buy, but that was it. So yeah, just Craig is absolutely fine. We'll need to get him on one of the afternoon lives shortly. And Catherine saying, hope Paddington had a lovely birthday yesterday for me. Yes, if you didn't know, and to be truthful, did I know? Well, I knew because you guys let us know. It was our lovely donkey Paddington's birthday yesterday. And now Paddington has moved on to pastures new. He's living his best life further north. Upkeeping, was it another donkey company? Yeah. So a friend of the family had lost their donkey and was looking for a companion for their other one. And Paddington went up to keep her company for a little while, but then they just fell in love and couldn't really come back. So Paddington's doing absolutely fine. we look down here. Look. So Dennis, the menace, has decided he's now a golden Guernsey. He's like, it's all right. You guys look cool. I could maybe disguise as one of the golden Guernseys. So he's in there this morning. You never know where you're going to find him. He likes to do a little moving about. And Fiona, as I was saying on Ben's afternoon live yesterday, since we put, I don't know if it's coincidence or what, but Fiona is an awful lot more active this week, and what's the word I'm looking for? Light on her feet. What's a word for light on her feet? She's doing so much better. Don't know if it's because Blackjack's in here and it's keeping her sprightly, or it's keeping her active because she doesn't really want him to be in there. Fiona, didn't eat all your hay last night, or have you had too much? Yeah. Are you getting weighed today, darling? Is it your Weight Watchers Club meeting today? I'm not sure if Ben's going to weigh her today or leave it till next week, but watch out for that this afternoon. I'm agile, thank you. Good word. Sprightly. All good words. Yes, she's agile and sprightly. And she's been out in the afternoons at 2 o'clock in here, having a wee run round, seeing everybody. You're becoming quite the diva, aren't you? Oh, no, you're already a diva. So I'm very happy with her progress this week. Has she lost any more weight? Remains to be seen. But certainly, she's going an awful lot better. Blackjack, you superstar, you've just changed her life around. Does she like him? Still not sure. Laurie says she's absolutely beautiful. Oh, just to say that, as she's about to spring into life and run around the pen, she decides to lie down. Lorna has posted the rules, as usual. Thank you, Lorna. What's your name? Where are you from? And what's your weather like? Come on, get your weather reports in. Rule number 2, what a very important one. A very important one that some of the maybe the newer members maybe forget sometimes. What is said in the 636 Club stays in the 636 Club. It goes no further. When you come to see us, you don't say to Trish's Toys, oh, Pete was saying. No. What says here does not leave the club. When Pete heads for his coffee about 7:30, everything you've heard has been forgotten. All right, so that's rule number 2. And rule number 3, Farmer Ben's banned from 636 Club. Well, to be truthful, these days with the way his children are sleeping, hey Cooper, this is Cooper, this is Winnie's pal. There's not much chance of seeing him on the 636 Club because his sleep pattern isn't too good. So Marilyn says it's triple digits in California today. Marilyn, why would you tell us that, even though I asked you? In triple digits in October. Can this be a thing? Polo, what do you think? Can you imagine it? It's something we dream of. And never tell Ben. No, we're not going to. No, he doesn't know what's going on. 636, secret. All right. Yeah. Usually when there's somebody else out, Dennis isn't too happy because he rules the roost up here. He's king of the shed. So it looks like he's took the huff and went in with the golden Guernseys. Come on, the name's going to come. It's just going to come to my lips in a second. Come on, who's got the name before I have? Herdwicks, got it. Herdwicks, very relaxed, aren't they? Loving life at Dulscone. And where are we today? 4th? Is this the 4th of October? A month less than a month to go before they meet the new daddy Herdwick Tup Thor, which hopefully we'll see in a second if it's ever going to get light. It's taking its time this morning. Fanta, still loving life in her penthouse suite here, aren't you, darling? Yes, you are. Beautiful girl. So yeah, a nice, relaxed feel to the whole thing up here this morning. Well, you got out. Who are you looking for? Are you regretting your decision? I put you in again yesterday, so all the new water troughs that we installed this week and got them all plumbed up. Sorry for talking about water troughs again. It's getting to the egg situation. But every pen now has got its plumbed in water trough, bar this one, because it's a half one, where the donkeys are. And also because it's got a gate on it here. If we put water trough there, that bracket needs to come off, by the way. If we put water trough there, it interferes with the gate, which isn't good. So we spent a good day, maybe day and a half, getting the water down to the pens down here, which had never been sorted since we extended the shed a wee bit. And yes, we've had various comments saying, won't it freeze up there? Rather it's been under the ground. Well, yes, it will. It absolutely 100% will. But we're just going to have to deal with it, all right? If there's going to be frost, this overhead pipe here will get turned off and we'll let the water out of it so it won't freeze. So, yes, you're very right in commenting on that. Even Seaside said that, won't that freeze? Yes, it will. But bearing in mind, last winter, we had nae frost, as they would say in Scotland, no frost. So, right, Polo, we're away outside. We'll leave you to it, all right? Okay, we'll see you later. Now, it's just getting light enough I could maybe see my devotions. Let's see if we can get a wee view in the valley. Keep your comments coming in. Now, if I miss something, somebody's birthday or some event or a shout out, I apologise. It's very difficult to see all the comments, but I do love going through them later on when I get a chance and seeing what everybody's saying. So it's wonderful. So keep putting them in there. And if you've just joined us, welcome to the 636 Club. Farmer Pete here on our Friday morning update, and we're just going to jump in the mule in a second and head off on a little road trip. I'm going to turn you on to the 4G. Just bear with me a second. Seaside is so much quicker at doing this than I am. So there we are. You should be back in full Technicolor 4G if you're on Facebook, and YouTube. You seem to be just broadcasting fine, so that's amazing. Now, song came up on my YouTube this week from Luke Bryan, country superstar, megastar, American Idol judge, an all-round very nice man. And he's released a song from his latest album, and it kind of got to me, and I wanted to share it with you. And hopefully Denise, the lovely Denise, and Marilyn on the USA group as well, can repost this later with a link to you all, that you can all hear this song by Luke. It's called Jesus About My Kids, and it goes like this. I used to talk to my kids about Jesus the same way that my mum and dad did. I used to talk to my kids about Jesus, and now I talk to Jesus about my kids. I used to talk to my kids about Jesus, how he lived and died and rose again. I used to talk to my kids about Jesus. Now I talk to Jesus about my kids. That's just a verse and a couple of choruses. And the song's called Jesus About My Kids. Beautiful. And once you hear it, I can tell you, almost almost certain, it's a catchy tune and you're going to be singing it all day. And when I heard it, it just kind of got to me, and it's just a beautiful thing, made me think. So our Bible reading this morning, it's taken from the Psalms to coincide with this, from Psalm 127. Now we're going to read the whole chapter. Now nobody tune out, do not panic. There's only 5 verses. It's okay. Unless the Lord builds a house, the work of the builders is wasted. Unless the Lord protects a city, guarding it with sentries will do no good. It is useless for you to work so hard from early morning until late at night, anxiously working for food to eat, for God gives rest to his loved ones. Children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from him. Children born to a young man are like arrows in a warrior's hands. How joyful is the man whose quiver is full of them. He will not be put to shame when he confronts his accusers at the city gates. Amen. And may the Lord bless the reading of his wonderful word this Friday morning from Psalm 127. It's a twofer this morning, as Denise would say, and our song that hopefully you'll give a listen to. Jesus About My Kids from Luke Bryan. And hopefully it will bless you as much as it done me and make us all think how thankful we all are of our wonderful kids and grandbabies as well. Amen. Right, it's almost time to get on to our trusted steed. I think it's dry enough. I didn't mean to say dry enough. Of course it's dry enough. I think it's light enough that we can head off. Who's up for a road trip? Hands up, please. And don't fight over the front seats, all right? It's going to be all right. Let's get in here. Let's go and see what Stinky Goat's standing on. Because it looked like he was about 7 foot tall when we've seen him there. We can actually have a look in. We can open this door. Oh no, he wasn't standing in anything. He was just standing on his back legs. He is. I only see 2. Ah, phew. There we are. So yeah, boys all safe and sound in where they should be. I'll shut that door again properly. I hope they're not looking at that saying, oh right, okay, that opens. That's interesting. Look at that sky there. Very nice. Now, our new fancy water troughs. Yes, Barry. In here, after me singing their praises, I was in here after 2 o'clock yesterday when we've seen all the visitors. I came in here and I thought, I can hear running water somewhere. And I looked, and this water trough in the middle over here that was just put on had stuck on. Look at all the Anglo-Nubians all cuddled in. This water trough had stuck on, and thankfully, I don't think it had been on long, but it was overflowing and running everywhere. But when I turned it off and then inspected it, there was nothing that was causing it to do that, which is a bit concerning. Sophie's watching from Mason's Cavies. If you haven't before, please check out our page on all those wonderful guinea pigs. Good morning, Sophie. And thank you for joining me. Hope you're well. Yes, Mason's Cavies is the page. And there are more guinea pigs than you've ever seen before. Here's Peggy. A lot of you have been asking about Peggy, who broke her leg. Doing absolutely fine. We looked at her on Tuesday, I think. And I need to check with Farmer Ben and with the vet to see when she's due to get this cast off. She's more than happy, isn't she? Look, quite content. I hope when the cast comes off that her behaviour improves and she's not going to keep or try and start jumping out again, because we have had no problem with her since the cast went on. And that, if you don't know her story, Ben bought her at, when did Ben buy her? Must have been at a sale one day. Oh no, he bought her privately off somebody. And when she came, when I went to collect them, the lady said, "Oh, this one was a kind of feral one. We've got her somehow. I don't know how they got her." And he said, "Oh, good, right." And when she came, all she wanted to do was jump fences, jump gates and hecks and things. And one day she jumped, got her leg caught in the top rail of one of the gates and snapped it clean in two. But they were able to fix it. She's got her cast on, and yeah, so far so good. So hopefully, once that cast comes off, she's kind of forgotten about her wild ways, and she'll be nice and calm. Fingers crossed. Yous all shouted, and I listened. Hey, Winnie and her 4 babies. I may have said on Tuesday, all right, I'll put the public apology out there that Winnie's babies are going to have to come away from her, and they're going to have to grow up, and Winnie's going to have to, they're not, all right? Winnie and her babies are going to stay together, all right? Due to popular demand, Silly Pete, and apologies for upsetting anybody, but Winnie and her babies, for now, until they grow up and decide to leave home on their own, will not go anywhere, all right? You're staying with your babies, is that right? She says, "Oh, are you sure?" "Yes, Winnie. And you, young lady, you can have the year off. If you don't want to have any more babies this year, that's all right. You can stay with these ones, all right? You can have a break because you've done excellently." I'm sure that's not a word either, but done excellently, okay? So take back everything I said on Tuesday. 636 rules apply. What happens here stays here, and if Pete decides to retract the statement, that's all right, okay? So sorry if anybody was upset when these babies are going nowhere, all right? Right, let's... Okay, race you to the mule. Get in the front seat. Got there first. Right, yous are going to have to sit in the glove holder, all right? Is that all right? Is it comfortable in there? I had a couple of little... I needed something to squeeze in just to hold yous. This is professional. Now, it's going to be a very exciting weekend coming up, all right? Lots to do. There's lots going on. Weather's amazing. And, of course, Ben and Christoph heading off to the Isle of Lewis, if you didn't know, on Sunday to see the Dalscone tartan getting made and visit the island. So there's going to be so much going on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Make sure you put it in your diary because it's going to be rock and cool. Am I going to be there? No, we'll be here, but that's all right. We can deal with that. So as I say, seaside off today, so extra. So we're just heading down to check. We'll stay at this side of the road. We'll down check the sheep down. Look how nice and dry it is. It's been such a good week weather-wise, and actually I cannot believe that it's Friday. It's alright, wait, I'll get the gate. The gate's closed today, wait. Yes, it is Friday. What happened? Complete competition time. What happens on a Thursday night? What is the best Dalscone tradition on a Thursday night. Who knows? Let's see in the comments. If anybody knows, what do we do on a Thursday night through the summer? Marissa says she's trying to hang on. Just hang on. You know we love to go fast. What happens on a Thursday night? Let's see, I'll just wait and see. Ice cream, yes, correct. Gelato, sorry, not ice cream, gelato. All right, Thursday night. So last night, I'll hold you up here. It was dark early. It's getting, the days are getting shorter, as you see. Dark mornings, and it's dark evenings as well. But last night, I mean, this week's been such a blur. I was amazed that it was Thursday night, and Trish's Toys reminded me, I'm just looking for what's cheaper in here, that it was ice cream night. So the girls wanted to go and do some shopping. They wanted to go and look for cushions and bed sheets and things. That was fine. They went and collected Nana Pat. So it was like 7:30 last night. It was pitch black when they came back. It was we've got one solitary U in the this gate's open, that's why. It was 7:30 they came back, because the ice cream shop stays open till 8:30 on a Thursday. So they came back, and by that time it was like, oh, you know what? I've got kind of comfortable and kind of dopey. But anyway, we thought we'd take Nana Pat for an ice cream. So we all set off up to Lochmaven, which is like 5 miles away. And I did know that our secret gelato shop, he did tell me on Sunday, because we're called in for ice cream, they were going on holiday this week, and they're going to be closing for 2 weeks, but they're open on Thursday, which was last night. So we got there, I waltzes in, he says, oh, I'm terribly sorry, we have nothing left. I wanted to run stocks down because we're closing for 2 weeks. Nothing left. I mean, there was more ice cream on that dashboard than there was in that ice cream shop last night. So I had to come out empty-handed, and I could actually, you know, when you go and you get there and you can actually taste it. I could actually taste it. Nothing. No ice cream. So if you do know where our secret ice cream shop is, in Lochmaven, not far from us, do not go there for the next 2 weeks, because they're off in their holly blobs. So that was our Thursday night adventure. Still one or two of these Jacobs limping away, isn't there? Wow, they're just an ongoing. Everybody's fine and dandy, apart from a couple of sore feet that need looked at. We've had an awful job trying to get these feet sorted in the Jacobs. Right, we're all good there. Hang on, everybody. So we came back home, and we just had to go to McDonald's and get one. So that was the options last night. Again, I'll get the gate. I'll put you back in the cup holder. I'll let you have a wee look at that nice red sunrise. Look at that. I'm still kind of dubious whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. And if time permits, we may even get across the road this morning as well, if you would like to take a journey over there. We actually could have went, right, we'll shut this gate and we'll go out the bottom one and round that way. We'll still to close the gate at the sewage works, but we'll come back and do that. Right, we're back. Hold on. Right, let's go. And also, half term, I believe, after Tuesday's 6:36 Club and some of the comments, thanks for letting us know that some of the half term holidays start next week. Can you believe it already? It seems like we're almost only back to school. So next week, if that is you, if you're off next week on your half-term holidays from school, please let us know what region you're from, because it's likely to make us a little bit busier with visitors at Dalscoan, and always good to know who's off. We are... Hello darling, you alright? Were you sleepy there? And then, of course, the week after, 1 week to go until Dumfries and Galloway are off for 2 weeks. That one's got a thorn stuck to it. We'll have to come down. We'll need to come down and get that caught and get a piece of the thorn bush from the hedge stuck to its wool at the back. Right, these three, this is the middle long field. Look at the way they all walk the same path. This is the middle long field. This is a triangle field for various obvious reasons. And then we've got the right hand long field at the far side, and we just run them as one big lot. And it's dried up so well down here, considering what it was like just 3 or 4 weeks ago. Sorry for disturbing you all, guys, but you are just need to make sure everybody's okay. Nice to see them up moving about. How annoying, somebody coming and getting you up early. There's, oh, that's Agnes. Hey Agnes, baby Agnes, one of our homebred. Hello darling, how are you doing? You're looking well. And why are you in here? Oh, there's 1 or 2 Jacobs in here. Must be the new crop, the new Jacobs over there. One of our homebred Jacob ewes that many of you will know if you've been following us for a while. I've seen the purple spot in her back. She's obviously been treated for something if she's got that spot in her back. So plenty of grass and nice and dry down here. That's the blessing with it being so dry, because this ground down here can get very wet very quickly if it does rain. All good down here. We'll just head through and see where the cows are, because they're all down here as well. We've got a nice hard road at the end of this field. Oh, here they are. Which is great. That's why we've got these bales stacked here. And we kind of ran out of room at home to stack them, so that's why they're in here. This is the hard road. Here's almost, she's been, you rascal. She's been sucking milk. You can see him. That's Mum Dexter, and that's our last calf there, which is way too... That's what can happen sometime when they get the taste of milk, they just keep sucking. I thought that was... Look, let's wait back in for another suck. right? Okay, this can happen in cattle sometimes. The older ones sook, and what tends to happen if you get that, it can even happen to some adult cows. They actually get a little, like a nose ring with little knuckles in it. So when it goes in for a sook, it kind of jags the mum and she doesn't let it sook, because that, yeah, shouldn't be doing that at this stage. Here's Autumn and Ross. Either that or they need to be separated. Bit of a hassle. Right, okay. Hey Autumn, how you doing, darling? You alright? Is all okay? Everybody else alright down here? This is a reseed. I remember when we cut it, it was so wet, and there's actually a patch we couldn't get mowed. This is the patch couldn't get mowed, but they're making quite a good job of eating it off, which is a blessing. There's Daisy. Right, we're all. I mean, when we mowed this, it was thought it was a bit of a disaster, because it was so wet. The moors didn't make any mess on it, but when we went to bale it, it was still so wet, the ground conditions, that we couldn't get the machines on because we're going to make such a mess. But thankfully it dried up enough for us to get the grass cleared and tidied up, which is those bales, some of those bales over there. But just look at the difference. And if you remember a few weeks ago when we were down here, and I was in dire straits thinking how on earth we're going to get the grass cleared off it, but thankfully things have dried up sufficiently. 7:20. My goodness. Right, let's push on. We'll go this way. Now please remind me, because I'm conscious the gate we came in down at the first field at the waterworks, we've left open, all right? So, and I want to go out this way. Because if we go back up to the farm from here up that way, the wheels are kind of dirty on the mule, and it can get, it makes the road a little bit messy. So it's better if I can come this way and clean the wheels before we head back to Dulscone. Let me shut this window, because I don't want you getting a draft. Right. And we should have just enough time to check the sheep across the road. If you want to join me, stay on board. And for those of you who don't know, and live in tropical climates where the palm trees are, we also have a palm tree here in Dumfries and Galloway, and it's coming up in your left. Let's see how it's doing. Where is it? There we are. I think it's going to be a wee while before there's any coconuts on it, but still, I think that constitutes palm tree. Right, we're going out onto the road, so I'll need to put you back in the cup holder. Sorry if you're a wee bit shaky, but we're just making use of what's available to us. Right, hang on tight, because we're taking a sharp right. Don't fall out if you're on the left. called the Kirkton Road onto the main A701. We're going to take a right, which will head us back to Dalscone, but then we'll take a left before we get there at the roundabout. Here we go. Alright, we're taking a left, so somebody put their arm out please, just to make sure everybody knows where we're going. Now we're taking a right into what we used to call the sawmill. It was originally an old sawmill many years ago. Whoop. And it's a bit, the road's a little bit rough. I'll give you that one, alright? We're going to take a right in here. This is where our new gimmers, our new young sheep for breeding with this year, and they'll be lambing next April. We'll check them. I can lift you back out again. Hopefully you can hear me a wee bit better. Thanks for staying with us. Welcome. If you just joined us, this is the 636 Club. Farmer Pete. We've been checked the stock in the shed at home. Everything's fine there. The boys will be in shortly to start feeding up, and we're just checking the stock out in the fields. Make sure everybody it's fine and dandy. So far, we've got a couple of Jacob feet to check today, and one, I think it's actually one of this year's lambs, has got a piece of thorn bush stuck to its back end, and it looks like it's being very uncomfortable for it. So we're going to need to catch that and remove the thorn bush. So there's two jobs for today. These are all new sheep that we've bought this year, new to us. And they are, what age are they? They are, they'll be coming up for 2 years old in April. So they haven't had babies before. And this is the prime time for them. Young sheep, this is our new flock. And some of them have been dipped. That's why they look that colour. That's probably only a dip to make them look good. Some farmers, when they're selling their sheep at the market, they will dip them just to make them look better, basically. So it's I don't think it's actually been done for any specific reason. All fine and dandy in here. We're looking well. So yes, you may notice as we go around, we seem to have sheep everywhere. So there's a lot of sheep going on, and we can go through to the hill field. Just through the pen here. It's So the top will go in with these at the end of beginning of November. About I think we'll maybe look at the second that this gate here should be open. Right, let's just came round. Wonder why there's two gates shut. The top will go in with them beginning of November, and then we'll have babies, God willing, come the beginning of April. The kind of length of time is 5 days less, 5 months is kind of what we look at for from breeding to them having their babies. So an exciting time coming up, an important time to make sure that they're all healthy, and their feet aren't sore, because this is the time of year when it's important that they're all in good health. This is us onto the hill field now. So it's good to get the stock checked in the morning, and then you know what has to be dealt with, i.e. sore feet, or something that's got a bramble stuck on it. Now, here's one of our grey-faced Dartmoor lambs from this year, skipping about. That one at the back. The one on the right, it's one of the mums from last year, but this one hasn't been shorn. That's one of Marvel's brothers or sisters, and when you hear them bleating out in the field, it's almost identical to Marvel. That almost looks identical to Marvel, actually. And that's what she would look like if I hadn't sheared her. Excuse me, just a wee sneeze. And these are some of this year's babies. These are all this year's babies, all this year's lambs. Just check there's nobody lying around the sides. They're all looking so well, nice and clean bums, no sore feet. Here's another grey-faced dart. They tend to get themselves in a terrible state. Look at under this one's mouth here. I mean, they're very messy eaters. There's another grey-faced dart one. I swear, they just seem to get more of them without any explanation. And this old girl down here, she's one of the mums. She always stays down there by herself for some reason. She must be like Fiona, likes her own company. Right, we're nearly there. If you want to stay with us, I have to go and check this field as well, and you're very welcome to stay on board. I will take you round. If you've other things to do, I will quite understand. It's been a marathon 6:36, but the jobs need to be done, so you're very welcome to stay on board and enjoy the sunrise. Look at that. That's what we're looking at from the top of the hill. Forecast, I've asked you for your forecast today. The forecast for here, for today and for tomorrow, is amazing. Dry, and pretty much what you see. I'm not going to say bright and sunny, but it's you may well need a 636 hoodie or a Dalgone zippy if you're coming to see us, but it's all good. At least it's not raining. Yeah, sheep and more sheep. Hello, girls and boys. Is everybody okay? These are our kind of cross Jacob and Dutch spotted. Now, you know, our Dutch spotted top we got last year, but you know they're not pure Jacob because they've got no horns. They're really cool sheep. And this banking area here, they always love a banking to play on, but it's a wee bit hard to check. You just have to be careful you're not missing anything in there, something that's got tangled up in some brambles, or if there's a piece of wire or something hanging about. We're just really looking for something that's not feeling well or got trapped, or just making sure everybody is as they should be, basically. And all the while hoping that everything is okay. This is the small field at the sawmill. If Dalsconis, you might have seen us doing a little members stream from that yesterday. We're putting a new fence right around that we're going to be, so we're just preparing the way at the minute, making sure everything's all the scrubs cleared out of the way and we can get the fence where we want it. So a wee bit of work going on over here at the minute. Everybody's very happy looking, aren't they? And this is a daily routine for us. Usually Seaside comes and checks everything, but with him not being in today, we'll take responsibility. And not just a daily routine for us, this is a daily routine for farmers up and down the country, making sure their stock's right. See, this is what I don't like to see, one lying on its own in the middle of the field. What's wrong with it? Hopefully there's nothing wrong with it. Oh, that's long tail. Now, that one has always been a kind of problem child. A wee bit of an odd bod. Doesn't like mixing. Nothing particularly wrong with it, but very distinguishable because it's got that long tail on it. It's never really thrived very well, that one. In fact, I think that may be one of the ones we fed on the machine. It's got a clean bum. It's not limping, so all's well with it. It's just sometimes it's just a thing. And you just have to try and... Hello, Marvel lookalike. He's alright. There's plenty of spring in their steps, isn't there? Right, we are... We're all good over here. See if we can get through. Right, stock all checked, hunky-dory, we're all good over this side. I would jolly well say it's time for coffee. I think you deserve it. Thank you so much for staying with us. Fiona says antisocial. I'm talking about that sheep over there. Yeah, I would say so, yeah. How long have we been on? Oh, it's 20 to 8. Right, time has gone. We're really, really late this morning. Thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the little road trip of the stop checking. One gate to shut at home. I'll do that when we go back. Stay tuned. Hopefully we will keep your eyes out for this afternoon's live. Hopefully we'll get Fiona into those scales. And then this weekend, Farmer Ben heads up north with Christoph to the Isle of Lewis to see the Dalscon tartan in production. It's going to be an exciting few days, so you don't want to miss that. So keep an eye out for that. But lots going on still today. Members updates at 12:30, and then the afternoon live this afternoon. So it's from Farmer Pete and Trish's Toys on the 636 Club. Thank you so much. And God willing, this 636 will return on Tuesday morning. Maybe with a twist. That's all I'll say. But for Farmer Pete, ta-da. Thanks for joining us on the 636 Club. Ta-da. If you want the lift home, stay on board and be careful because there's a chainsaw in the back, alright? Okay, but I will take you home. Ta.